Welcome to this week's Collective Love reading. Some of you may actually hear a dove. Yeah, oh, that's, that just made me think of the way that my handicapped mother used to say, I love you. She used to say, I dove you. That's pretty cute. A little wink from my mom. My mom was a really, really sweet woman. Oh, so I'm gonna do like a similar thing with the theme. Why is that all wobbly? I don't know. Maybe you guys are feeling wobbly this week. Okay. The theme: grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Breaking trail, a breakthrough is at hand. And then underneath the deck, begin now, take your first step. All right, let's check out what's going on here. What's going on with these guys this week? What's going on in the true love journey this week? Just they're bringing to mind a funny thing that happened the other morning. I went to make breakfast. I think it was making eggs with cheddar, with shredded cheddar and salmon in it, smoked salmon. And I was done with making it, and I was like, you know how you have that moment where you're like, oh yeah, breakfast, you know? So I had it in my hand, and I looked at it and I said, fluffy pancakes. I was like, fluffy pancakes? These aren't fluffy pancakes, but it just like flew out of my mouth. And then I kind of laughed, and I was like, I wonder what my masculine's having this morning. And maybe it was right at that moment that he was doing the same thing, looking at his plate of pancakes, and he was all excited, fluffy pancakes. Isn't it fun how we feel our masculines in the 5D? It's just crazy, the stories I get to hear and experience myself. All right. So what do you guys, what spirit have to, ooh, okay. I dream of Jeannie. What is that song? I dream of Jeannie with the light something hair. I think she's blonde, but okay, the bottom of the deck is the new beginning, is at hand and in the hand. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's like, don't bite the hand that feeds you. The hand that feeds you is God source energy. That's what even animates you. That's what makes you even alive. Don't bite God. Why would you bite God? How could you bite God? By worrying, by fearing that you're not going to have this new beginning. They're assuring you, you will have this new beginning. Just surrender and know that it's happening and fall back and trust. I had the most incredible experience last night that I'll share with you guys only because it is so incredible. And it's along those lines of that 5D experience. I was watching an episode of this show that I watch. I do get a lot of signs periodically throughout the show sometimes. But this time, one show got stuck, and it was almost over, but it was spinning out. And I was like, you know, and then I just happened to look up at the title, and it said trust in big letters. It's like trust. I never look at the titles of these shows, so I was like, that's interesting that they would point that out to me. So I was like, okay, I'll trust. You know, then it started working again. And then I went to the next episode to watch the next one because they're really kind of fun to watch, especially if I'm in the mood. But so the next episode starts, and then somebody brings somebody a pineapple. Somebody brings somebody a fruit basket, and she says, I hope you like pineapple. And as you guys know, if you've been watching me for a while, pineapple means reconciliation, right? So I was like, that's kind of a weird thing to say. Like, you're going to bring a fruit basket to somebody and ask them if they, or, you know, just say that you hope they like pineapple. Like, well, that's weird. And so then I was like, okay, well, I took note of that too. And I was like, And then just a couple minutes later, a woman is going through looking at some old stuff, and she finds a postcard. She flips it over, and on the back it says, "I promise." So I thought, I promise. But that's all it said. So then I was like, trust, reconciliation, I promise. And I was like, holy crap. Like that was a huge 5D ping. And pinging to me is like the term that I use, because it's like in computers, if you're trying to figure out if a computer can read your signal, you send out a signal to the computer. It's actually a ping. You write the word ping, and it goes over and hits that computer. And if it's alive and if it's aligned with your computer, then it goes hello, and it sends a ping back. So that's how you know that you're in communication with that computer. So I thought it was a good analogy for when true love couples, they're not in direct communication, but they send signals to one another that I'm listening to you, I'm watching you, I hear you, I love you too, whatever they want to send back and forth, right? So that in that case, that was not my masculine in the 3D sending a ping, which is the most common one, but a 5D ping. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Anyway, so like I said, don't look a gift horse in the mouth in a way. Don't bite the hand that feeds you by worrying. They don't want you worrying. It's a self-imposed prison. It's silly. See her all calm and cool right there, but she's imagining all that's going on. So just be the calm, cool person that you are, and know that you have your 10 of Cups coming, or that this is your 10 of Cups if you guys are in communication. It is going to be a fulfilling thing. You're going to have that new start, that spark of delight. So you're beginning now, taking that first step. Voyage of the heart, love flows through and to you, through that God source energy. So stay present in the moment. Don't have any expectations. Don't think, oh, if only this were to happen, or if only that were to happen, then I would be happy. Just be okay being in the moment. You're about to have a breakthrough. So, okay, so you have the King of Pentacles. That's the guy who's really grounded and mature, and he's got the Midas touch. He can make anything happen. So if your masculine isn't in this space right now, he's working to be in that space before he approaches you. So that's what's going on. If you're not in communication right now, then it's because he's thinking of making that first step, but he wants to make sure that he does so in a way that he has sticking power. I have some feminines that try to get it to hurry along. Like, they'll be like, what can I do? Can I do this? Can I do that? To help. There are certain subtle things that you can do to help, like visualize that it go better, send blessings and prayers and things like that, as long as it's aligned with their free will. But ultimately, God, life source, spirit, whatever you want to call it, is shaping and forming them at the perfect time and in the perfect way. You guys need to trust and let go of the control, and keeping on thinking that you can control it is actually going to cause you suffering, because you're always thinking something better is coming in the future that's going to make me happy. And you know what? And when you get that, you're not going to want it anymore, or you'll want it. You'll be happy with it, but you'll be striving for more, because that's your ego. Your ego will never be satisfied with what it has. It always wants more. So you should know that if your masculine is the ultimate goal, like being with him is the ultimate goal, not only will you be codependent and you will be still trying to control within that relationship, instead of being out on the outside going, why won't he talk to me? Why won't he talk to me? Why won't he talk to me? Then you're going to be on the inside doing the same thing. You're going to be in the relationship just as miserable, saying, why didn't he call me today? Why didn't he text me today? Why didn't he do this? How come he didn't sleep with me last night? How come this and that? And you're going to be doing the same damn thing. You got to work on your mind. You got to work on that way that you're looking at things and change your perspective, and just learn how to be really present in the moment so that you don't do that now and you don't do that later. And then once you're with him, you can actually really appreciate it for what it is. And if you're not coming from an ego, you're not going to just go, okay, I got that. Now I'm on to the next thing. Not meaning necessarily another guy, but like another conquest, another thing to reach for that's going to make you happy. You're going to stay in a perpetual state of constantly wanting to reach out and be happier out there in the future, which the future doesn't exist. It's just an illusion anyway. So learn how to be really present in the moment, even though you constantly think about this person. And your masculine always thinks about you constantly. And he thinks about how happy he'll be when you guys are in a commitment. So do not think that he's avoiding commitment. He is avoiding being hurt. He's feeling like, it's like he is hoping that this is going to be different than his other relationships, which it will be. But he's also afraid that he won't be able to handle certain things, or that he'll let you down. And when he lets you down in any way, shape, or form, he even says the wrong thing, does the wrong thing, if he gets the look of disapproval, it's like his little heart won't be able to handle it. You guys, they're very, very sensitive, and especially when it comes to you, because you're the most precious thing they have ever loved. So you guys think that they are ignoring you because they don't like you. No, they're ignoring you because they love you so damn much that it kills them, and that they wouldn't know what to do if anything ever happened to you. And they are just like incredibly protective, and they just want to be ready. They just want to feel really ready to take on whatever is to come as a result of getting together with you. And they're saying, do not doubt that. This is your ultimate partner and happy family. He's feeling giddy and romantic and excited to get on with this journey. He's just waiting to make that judgment call if he hasn't yet. He could also be stuck in judging himself for things that he didn't do in the past, or did do, or whatever, and he had to overcome. You can overcome anything, is this card. So it's like he's working on that maturity level thing. He's working on, like, how do I get past the things of the past to ensure that they don't follow me into the future. Uncovering treasure beneath the surface lies great bounty. They're going deeper. They're going deeper because they know that they'll be protected there, that the divine dragons, that the divine is a badass, and it's got them. They are the treasure. You guys are a treasure, the two of you, or however many of you there are. And he wants to expand his horizons and go past his comfort level. But he's just overcoming these because he knows he's going to be a wise leader. He knows that that both of you actually could be a beacon of light for others. So he just wants to make sure you guys are, and you're going to have, as the infinite abundance is pouring into your life. So he knows that this is going to bring some wonderful things, and he's totally cultivating that joy and gratitude. He's totally like I call it like stoking the energy. Like, I'm so grateful for this. I love this. And oh my gosh, to have this incredible love. You guys could even talk about, the, just like I think I said last week, you could talk about everything as if it's happened already in the past. Like, oh man, that was so incredible when we finally met, or when we finally reconciled and talked it all out. Felt like a breath of fresh air. It was such a relief. And then things went so much better than we thought that it would. And it was just so awesome. And then when we got introduced, everybody's families got introduced and all this other stuff started happening. It was the most incredible miracle unfolding. Like, talk about it in the past, and it'll help anchor it into your future, because your mind looks at the past as if it's fact. So you could be doing that. Like, sometime if you're thinking about it in the middle of the night and you can't sleep for a minute, just start going, oh man, that I was really thinking that was going to be quite an obstacle, and it wasn't at all. It was amazing. In fact, it was the thing that we look back at and laugh the most at. Stuff like that. Like, start using that type of a tool and you can do that in current affairs too. Boy, do you remember when that was so scary? We thought such and such was going to happen and this and this and this. And then we had this breakthrough. And it was just like all of a sudden everybody started taking the masks off, and they started realizing that had the wool pulled over their eyes, and they weren't going to fall for it anymore, and all this stuff, right? So really, like, you're creating your future, and especially if you have that love, that God source energy flowing through you, then you're able to make the biggest impact, both in your love relationship as well as in current affairs or anything that you're with, just in your life in general. So he's just dealing with any kind of last minute, judging himself kind of stuff. A little bit of not beating. It doesn't feel like beating himself up. It just actually feels like he's putting a nice little bow on it. The stuff that's happened in the past, like he's looking at it from a different perspective with that breakthrough. Like he goes, you know what? He's seeing the benefits and advantages as to why all those bad things had to happen, because they've made him wiser. They've made him smarter. They've made him more intuitive. They've made him more grateful. They've done wonderful. All the bad stuff has done wonderful things for you guys. And the masculines are just really feeling like, I'm really actually quite grateful for all of that, because it's made me much more mature. It's made me that man with the Midas touch, making me feel confident about taking that first step and expanding past my comfort zone into new horizons. That torch is lit in me with passion, because now I know what I don't want and what I do want, and I'm going for it. They're simplifying their life and traveling lightly as they go forward. So they've left a burden in the past. They've let it go, and they're going forward with joy and gratitude, knowing that I also feel an optimism. It's like the other unseen world, dragons and unicorns and fairies have got your back. Like, you're going to have this infinite abundance, and it will be protected, like by that dragon. Like, that you guys will be okay, and you can overcome anything, through that. Kind of looks like a peach to me. I think it's a bull. It's the sword and the stone keeps coming up no matter what deck we use, right? He knows he has the power to remove the stone. I was just going to say it looks like a peach. So it's like believing that everything's going to work out peachy. It's the same thing, though. He knows that he can confidently walk right over to that rock and take that stone right out, because he's meant for you, and he's having more confidence in that. And he knows that you can match him at that level of maturity he's at. He knows he's emotionally mature enough to gain clarity on anything that he's regretted from the past, and anything that was holding him back and making him feel like, oh, she's so much better than me, putting her up on a pedestal. Oh, I'm not worthy of her, and all that other baloney. And now he's like, all right, we're a good match. I am where is it? I've got so many out. Okay. I am the King of Pentacles. I have all this money and abundance and security and all this wonderful stuff to offer her. And I'm all mature, and I even got a wolf all tamed beside me. And she is my goddess. She is my intuitive queen. She is this emotionally intelligent person who is the perfect complement to me. And he's accepting that as his little soulmate, his little best friend. So he wants to marry you. He really does. He really does want to take that first step to expand his horizons. So you guys, feminines, he's going to go enjoying that journey, and he's going to take that step forward somehow. While you just kind of kick back, rest, and let it come to you. Then the masculines now really understand that in silence, peace prevails. So both of you actually are working on that this week, like really just going within and knowing that silence and peace are the solution to everything. You will know the answers if you still your mind and just go within and meditate, or just have that God source energy pouring through your veins, and you're aware of it being present in the present moment as much as possible. So it's a wandering path. Perhaps he'll have to shift, his strategy as he goes forward, but he's going to be flexible so that he can enjoy the even being, I feel like him feeling a little bit mischievous, like like a fox is super resourceful. So, I start going this way and I encounter an obstacle. I think I'll go this way, but it's always forward. Might be a roundabout way, but he's going to go forward no matter what, because he's got a bunch of faith and he's talking to the universe every step of the way. He's walking in beauty, wondrous universe. He's feeling magical. He's feeling like, kind of dancing his way. He's dancing his way there. He's really in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. And he knows it as long as he keeps the right attitude. What is it? What was that movie? There's a movie or something where somebody's just like smiling and dancing all the way through the scene while all these like bombs are dropping around him and all this like, no, you can't go there. And they're running at him and he's just like kind of going like, what are you talking about? And then he just keeps going. I don't know if I'm thinking of like a commercial or a movie or something. I don't know, but like oblivious to any of it, because he's just like in his zone of optimism and he is coming at you, embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. First light, beginning a new cycle, you guys. And passion and pleasure are driving him forward. I just got like whistle while you work. He doesn't care. He's getting to those gates of triumph. And he knows the answers are within. He knows to go inside to that peaceful place within him for the answers as he goes along. And that's going to be the lantern that brings him home. Believe in magic. You guys, believe in magic. That's the name of this video. And we started off saying that God was saying, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Like, have faith, believe. When you're not believing it, you're saying that God isn't capable of miracles. And God is completely a wondrous, what was that wondrous card? He's a wondrous magician, really. It's like anything, wondrous universe. God can make anything happen. Spirit, source. So believe in magic. Journey by Moonlight might be a hint too. Maybe he's coming later in the day. He's stepping into his power. You are strong beyond measure. Staying focused. Hold the course. And again, mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. So let God lead the way. And you just quit being worried about it. And that offer is coming. He's getting unstuck, and he's getting out of that daydreaming and the mental conflict. And an offer, this is an offer expressed from the heart. He's ready to make that offer after all that conflict. He's balanced that out, and he's going forward unstoppably. He knows you guys have unfinished business, and he's going to be communicating to you from that place of power. So don't worry about it. He's got this. He's making his way to you if he hasn't gotten there yet. You guys are protected. He's going to overcome any obstacle in the way. Like when you're drunk and you don't even care, he's going to be drunk, energetically drunk. He's just, you'll just stumble around and just get around. Anybody could try to stop you from anything, and you're not going to listen to that. You're just like, whatever. So he's just going to kind of drunk wobble his way through to get to you. Hopefully not literally drunk, but, it could be. I don't know. Whatever it takes to get up that liquid courage. Sometimes you need a little alcohol. But, yeah. Quite a read. So keep believing, guys. All right. Have yourselves a beautiful week. And if you want to get a private reading, you can do so at amysatori.com/services. Or you can call my radio show, which all the details are down below. Or you can go and purchase the extended reading right now and get more details from Spirit as to what you can do. And oftentimes I do a light language blessing for you guys in those as well. So infinite abundance in a wondrous universe. You have wonderful things coming. You just got to keep the faith just a bit longer. All right, guys. Bye.
If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Also, feel free to join me at patreon.com/Amy Satori, where I post monthly energy readings, pick a decks, and other goodies for members only, including discounts for readings and being entered to win a free reading at the end of the year. Memberships start as low as $5.55 a month. Sometimes I even put my free collective love readings on Patreon first before uploading them here to YouTube. If you're wanting more information about my show on TuneIn Radio, how to order a personal reading, or other goings-on, you can check the description of my videos for the most up-to-date information.